living in upstate South Carolina. There are so many options when it comes to South Carolina and the places we have available to live, work, and play. So I'm going to hit the highlights on them now, and of course, if you want any additional information on any of the towns that I mentioned, feel free to contact me at the information listed below. The main hub in the upstate is Greenville, South Carolina, and that's where a lot of entertainment is, bigger entertainment, as far as the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, which is the place that holds a lot of large concerts, some of the big monster truck shows, some of the motorcycle racing shows, and then we have the Peace Center in Greenville, and that is more of an artist-based venue where they have some of the plays that come to the upstate and things like that. So then of course we have Falls Park in Greenville. There's a Swamp Rabbit Trail that goes from Greenville to Travelers Rest, but you can bike it, you can walk it, and then we have many restaurants that are in downtown Greenville, a lot of locally owned restaurants in downtown Greenville. And then as you come a little further south, you're going to hit the Piedmont Powdersville area. And again, that is a sub-city of Greenville, but you have a lot of your, your bigger department stores and, Walmarts of the world, and you have a lot of your franchises there. Then as you come a little bit further south is where you come to what we refer to as the Tri-City area. So that is going to include Williamston, Pelzer, and West Pelzer. And these three cities are like within a 3-mile radius of each other. So they're all small cities, but they all have their own charm and character that they offer to the community. So in these cities, we have a lot of locally owned businesses. We don't have a ton of franchises, but we have the Papa John's, the Hardee's, the Burger King, the McDonald's, so nobody will die. But we do have a lot of locally owned businesses in this area. And we have some antique shops. We have the Milltown Players, which is a great venue for, they did Under the Boardwalk, and they do a lot of play production there, and it is wonderful. I'm all about small towns, which is very ironic because I grew up in a very large town and never really thought I would wind up in a small town. But Williamston is actually where I live in the Tri-City area, and the park, the historical Mineral Spring Park, is what drew me to this town. And there we have a lot of events that take place, many of which are free to charge to to anybody that wants to come, but primarily to the people that live here. So when you look at living in a small town versus working in a bigger town, to me, it's all about coming home and being able to park your car and walk to the park and be able to see concerts that they do. They do jazz series. They have the Christmas park that they do, opens up the Sunday after Thanksgiving. And it runs through January, I think it's the first weekend in January. We have Boo in the Park. We have the Spring Water Festival, which is a huge festival. And then when you go into West Pelzer, they have Chapman Park, which is a small, quaint park with a little playground. You can go to the Cotton Duck Cafe and you can pick you up a sandwich and walk right across the street to Chapman Park, and you can have a nice little picnic with your family. So it's almost like, I'm probably going to get shot for this, but it's probably like, living in Mayberry, right? Because you just have so many small, quaint areas that you can really, really bring the wholeness back to your life, if you will. Or you can grab a book and go to one of these parks and just sit and read. So we also in Pelzer have the Saluda River, which you can kayak down, which is another wonderful natural thing that you can do if you're the outdoorsy type. So living in the upstate is really something that if you're looking for a quieter lifestyle, you would really, really enjoy this area of South Carolina. So if this interests you at all, I hope you will scroll through the videos on my YouTube channel, because I have a lot of videos about a lot of different subsidiary areas that just kind of
sorry, we're gonna cut that.
And we have chickens. And so this is what you see in small town South Carolina at your office. The neighbor's chickens. But anyway, it is a simple lifestyle. It's a quieter lifestyle. And if it is of interest to you, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thank you so much.